Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from Truesoulintuition, and we're here to do a reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter to see what's going on in your love space and your heart space, to have a conversation with your spirit guides and my spirit guides to really see what's going on in your current love situation. I nearly tongue-tied there. And if you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe if you resonate with me as a reader. And or if you are returning, thank you very much, Capricorn Collective. I do truly appreciate you all. And I'm so happy to be able to come forward and be given the green light. I've been waiting. It's been tough to it's weird, but it's like they put me on hold. It's like the universe calls me up and they say, hey Sonia, here, I've got a message for you. Just hold on a sec. I need to go and get some. I'm getting another call. I'm going to get something. I'm getting another call. And then they put me on hold. And then all I've got is elevator music. You know what I mean? So Capricorn, you don't want to hear elevator music. You want to hear the real deal. You want to hear the connection, the divine connection that wants to come forward. And so that's why I've been going. I've got it's. This the only way I can explain it, where it can be sort of digested, where I wasn't allowed to progress forward because it wasn't the right time to do so. If I get too far ahead in my journey, then others get left behind, and I don't want to leave anyone behind. Because I do this because this is part of my, part of the cost of me finding me, is that I'm sharing parts of me with the world to hopefully help you find parts of you, and the stories that come forward, and the intuitive hits that come forward, and the guidance that comes forward, and just really find insight and healing there. That's my only purpose, Capricorn. So if you're unsure about who I am as a person, feel free to follow me over on my Facebook page, by the way, where I'm posting up a lot of readings in the community that I have there. And I only do that because here we focus solely on the zodiac collectives, but the readings that I do are for the soul. So I do a lot of picker piles and all that stuff there. So if you want to know more about me and my philosophies and why I do what I do, please head over there and follow me over to Facebook. But if you're here strictly to find out what's going on with you, Capricorn, that's okay. This is why we do what we do here. And we're going to see what's going on and see what kind of confirmation and help we can get from our higher selves that want to come forward and help this situation. So I'm just going to let you guys know that all the boundaries to this reading are in the description box below. My details, my Facebook, an astro birth chart calculators in there. So if you are a Capricorn Sun, look at your moon, your rising, your Venus and your Jupiter. Venus and Jupiter being the masculine, feminine energies, that we need to understand ourselves a lot. We need to understand where our feminine is, where our masculine is, because we have these energies inside of us, and we need to bring them into balance, or we need them to work harmoniously together. And if they're sort of at war or against each other astrologically, we find things don't come to us as easily. Love doesn't come as easily as it should, or things don't come as easily as it should if our feminine and masculines are at war, or not working together as a team. And what else? Literally the boundaries of this reading. So it's a general. Roles can be reversed. It's timeless. Cross watchers, just know that this message will play out from your perspective, because it is for the person that watches the reading, not necessarily who you're watching for, okay? And it may be what you need, not what you want. Personal readings are a lot more like that. So it's like people want to come in, they want to find out about somebody. But with personal readings, it doesn't necessarily come across as that. It'll be whatever your spirit guides want you to know at the time. So I always say that readings aren't necessarily what you want, they're what you need. Okay, so we'll just get straight into it. I'm going to open up my heart chakra. 4 minutes of talking, I'm so sorry, and allow myself to ground into your space, your energy, your collective energy, and just really get in tune with the messages that are going to come forward, Capricorn. So let's get it on. All right, got the sage burning up there, sort of like just to keep anything negative out. We'll create a space of white light around the reading, and protective light. Thank you. So what does Capricorn need to look at or focus on at this time? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. What do they need to look at or focus on at this time? One more. Give it a good shuffle, guys. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, please. Oh, that was quick. Why am I apprehensive? I feel like Capricorn's going to get like a meaty kind of, yeah. Yeah. Here we have emotions are running high, super moon. So you're all up in your feels, Capricorn. I feel like, I'm going to be honest, we're getting a lot of amplified emotional space. Now, when I say amplified emotional space, I mean like when we're feeling things, it's extreme. I'm extremely feeling this emotion of love or pain or hurt. I may be looking at the shadow side of myself and I may be amplifying that energy. So let's just say, I'll tell you this. I'll give a little piece of what I know. If I'm in a low vibrational space, when these cards talk to me, they say gibberish. And then I know that I'm not in the right space to receive a message. So I have to raise my vibration, which means I have to be mindful of what I'm eating, because your body is the vessel, the one that brings forward the message. So it has to be in a right frame of mind. And if I'm eating a lot of meat or fatty foods, I'm lowering my vibration. Okay. So when I've got a lot of water, when I'm drinking plenty of water, good non-chlorinated water, I actually can tune in really quite good. So I have to do a lot of things to raise my vibration, meditation, breath work. I do it all because this is part and parcel in honor of all those that have created this space, spiritual space for us, that, I felt like I needed to really honor that space. And I feel like sometimes Capricorn doesn't... I feel like Capricorn doesn't always sit in a positive space, even though they have really strong foundations. So even though you might be solid, you keep a lot of this stuff to yourself. And the thing is, when you do, it builds. So when you're starting to feel this, it's really starting to kick in. Anything. It could be, especially, well, we know this is a love reading, so emotions are running high in your love space. But I feel you need to be mindful, because what you're doing is really bringing that moon forward. So you're really bringing it towards you. So you're really looking at your, what really triggers you. Really, really is that word. Really. I'm just like, there's a lot of it. And you're bringing it so close. But the thing is, the moon's not supposed to be this close. Well, when it is amplifying everything. You're really focusing on that patch of the moon or that part of your life that may have caused some type of emotional trigger. And it's like you need to realize that you have to push the moon back. You have to step away from the moon. Now, the moon represents many things. Our feminine energy, the yin. Okay, it also represents emotion. It controls the moon. The moon controls the tides, the waters. Oshun, they just said Oshun. And the thing is, we're made of water, so it controls our emotional space too in the phases of the moon. And when it's in the supermoon, everything is amplified. So if you're feeling down on your luck, you really feel down on your luck. If you're feeling in love, you're really feeling in love. If you're feeling lonely, you're really feeling lonely. It's and it's something you keep to yourself. I feel like Capricorn needs to raise their vibration, and in doing so, pushing back and detaching from that moon and not letting it come right up in your face, not really letting it take over, and doing damage to you in a space where you may have really tried hard to do or be a certain way, and all of a sudden you just come crashing down. You've worked so hard to do well in your career, and then it just comes crashing down, and in that crash, just don't wallow in it. I just said they're wallowing, which, it's just like, don't linger too much in the failure. of it. If something you feel is being destroyed or failed, realize that the most successful people in the world failed at some point in their life, and from that failure grew into something successful because they took that mistake and they used it in a way that was more efficient for what they needed. Okay, so they may have changed they may have overhauled their whole idea of what they were moving towards. They may have just overhauled it and changed it and knew the steps. Okay, well, I took this step this way. I know now not to go that way, to go this way because this feels right for me. This makes it make more sense to me as a person. So if you're be your true Capricorn self and be a little bit more structured when it comes to emotional space. If you're feeling lonely, because I feel like everyone's sort of in that, a space of feeling alone. But you have to realize that is a trigger. Well, you're not actually alone. You're actually surrounded by many beautiful things and many blessings, if only you could see it. But you're so focused on this that you're not looking behind it, the galaxy, the stars, beyond that. So don't let things consume you, Capricorn. Detach from it, push it back, push that emotional space back and say, no, I know what I need to do. I've learnt the lesson here. I know what moves to make. I'm a strong, confident person, and I'm really grounded in what I do and know to be my purpose. Okay? I'm just going to say that. So let's have a look at your energy. Yeah, Spirit really wants you to know this. Yeah. Okay. They really want you to know to detach from things that just, because sometimes it's not always your energy. Sometimes it's that collective energy around you. But we want to have a look at your energy in love, not so much your soul space. Let's have a look at your energy in love for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. See what's going on in your love life. We got mending in reverse. I don't always like to leave them in reverse, but I want to see why the mending's there. Someone you're not talking to, someone you chosen not to fix something with, some divine counterpart. Someone you feel connected to but don't choose to be connected to. Come on, Capricorn, give up. Oh yeah, okay. Looking within, finding self-love, finding the value that you do hold. One more, please. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter in love. Energy towards love right now, please. You got two that fell out. So I just want to say, I feel like you've made a bad investment in love. It's like you're honoring you and how you feel. You know your value, your treasure island. You've seen the love you want to be happy for you, and a lot of it was within. That's a journey that you've had to take for you. Okay, and it's like you're starting to. It's almost like you have all this love to give, but you're denying the one person you want to give it to. You're denying it. And it's not in a negative way. Mending, soulmates in reverse, orphaned in reverse, and all that glitters is what fell out. Now, I wouldn't usually take all these cards. I would just say, oh, what's going on? But for some odd reason, I was led to take them because of what they said is that you came into the realization that you may have made a bad investment with someone that you felt connected with, that you felt was a soulmate, but something you couldn't fix and always felt disconnected from. That's why your emotions are amplified, because you got all this love that's being denied. Either you're denying it to this person and withdrawing and saying, no, you know what, I've had enough. I've had enough of you. I've had enough of trying to help you. I've had enough. I just feel like I've had enough. And that's so, your energy is so heightened that this enough is so much for you. Like, I have so much love I want to give, but you keep messing. I just feel like this person really messed up. And you've just shut off the love space. But it's building behind the scenes. it's amplifying behind the scenes. So in your mind and in yourself, you're feeling it, but you're not expressing it to the world, because it's like, I made a boo-boo and I don't want everyone to know I made a boo-boo, And I know it sounded a little childish, but it's pretty much simple. I don't want people to see my failures. I only want to be successful. I want people to see me happy and, abundant and happy. But there's this undertone going on inside of you that, you're not as happy as you appear. But I have to say, you can't look at failures or a bad investment, or you spent so much time on someone where you got nothing. It was supposed to be a treasure, but it ended up being a pile of poop. And not that I'm sorry guys, I don't want to, describe it like that, but it ended in a bad way for you. Where I feel like denied. I feel like you either got denied or you are denying somebody love, and a lot of love, like an amplified amount of love. I've got so much love to give, but I'm not going to give it to you because you don't deserve it. That's what's coming out in your energy when it comes to love. I love you, but you don't deserve my kind of love. If I'm going to love somebody, I'm going to love myself. I'm going to give to myself because I've given so much to you and it got me absolutely nowhere. So let's have a look at the person coming towards you who you're thinking about. Oh, that came out. Yeah, the fates. I feel like they were led away. It was fate and not destiny. That's what Okay, let's see what the cards say. This person coming towards Capricorn in love, please. Yeah, Aliga. Okay, reverse. Capricorn in love. This person coming towards Capricorn in love. Let's see Capricorn. Whoa. That flew out, hit the floor. With intensity. Okay, new life. Okay. Well, I'm just going to be honest, Capricorn. I feel like, I know this may sound bad, but this person met you because they needed something. They needed you to help them see something. It was fate. And you felt this really strong connection, and it has taken a toll on you. But it's also taught you to love you. It's almost like this person was not a supportive. When it came to love, they weren't supportive to you. They were cold as ice. It felt like they were. But they were in a space of transition. So when you meet this person, it's interesting because karmic people come towards you when you're in a low vibrational space. Now, I feel like they were in a low vibrational space. You came in. It felt like a soulmate, which it is. A karmic relationship or a karmic soulmate is still a soulmate. It's just usually they don't stay. They come in, they learn the lesson, and when the lesson's learned, you or this person, they've gone. So I feel like it felt right. This person, well, I think they acknowledged that it felt right, but the timing wasn't right, which is sort of in agreement with a bad investment. The timing for this wasn't right because this person they were sort of in the egg phase, so they were hatched, but they weren't born. They were I'm sorry. The hen popped out the egg, but the chick was still growing. They weren't in a space to be able to be a higher vibrational person for you. And in fact, I feel like you went to their space, and the more you were with this person, the more lonelier you felt, okay? Which has caused you a lot of heartache and pain when it comes to this person. And it's almost like they turned their back on you and started brand new. Like, I'm fresh and so clean, because something about you propelled them into the places they needed to be, or towards the person that they are with now. I feel like there is a separation. And I will say this. I feel like they had some type of childhood dysfunction. It keeps coming forward as maybe a mother figure in their life. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person is saying in this reading is that I couldn't I couldn't stay because I had to let go. I couldn't support it because it wasn't the right time. Like it was like fate drew me away from you into a new space, because I feel like with new life, like this person is sort of finally sort of reaching up, reaching out, raising their vibration. And I don't feel like you're fully healed from this person. Like the pain of them still lingers in the back of your mind, which causes like moments of just pure sadness or loneliness. Like sometimes you feel this, you still feel intuitively connected to this person or telepathically. And when their emotions are running high, you just wonder why you're feeling a certain way. And it's because this person can actually enter into your energy. Because I feel like you deny it and they don't support it, but something began with you. And you're just like, no, pile of poop. I don't feel like you trust this person, but they are changing. I want to see the connection between your energy. I want to know why they can come in like that. Let's see the connection, the mutual connection, please. That's the mutual connection, thank you. Yeah, blessed. Yeah, see? Oh my gosh. The universe said, hey, here you go, learn the lesson. And if you learn the lesson, you'll learn the truth and you'll be blessed. And Capricorn was like, okay, I'm going to just tell you. All right, Capricorn, universe made it so. And I know this sucks to hear because I know you felt deeply connected to this person, but there was something in you that was broken too. And I'm not going to, whatever it is, we've all got our own story. Let me just pull this back a bit. We all have our own story here, and it's like you met this person to learn more about you and to love you. You had to meet this person because I feel like you'll always be drawn to the broken, and there has to be a point in which the lesson you learn is that you can't fix everybody. Sometimes you have to fix yourself. Know yourself, know your value. And this person had to meet you to propel them forward into a higher vibrational space. Well, they're not at your level, not yet. They're only just learning how to fly. So when you met them, they were already in conflict and chaos and not supportive to life itself. Like they didn't entertain love the way, they just sort of went with the wind. And because Capricorn is such a deep and caring, like everyone thinks, oh, Capricorns are cold, but actually they're not. They hide a lot of their emotions. There's this loving nature to Capricorn, especially to the ones that they love. They don't easily let go, okay? But it's like you realize that I can't keep investing my energy into you because this is becoming burdensome. You're becoming a burden to my heart, to me as a person. So I have to stop. I have to stop. I have to stop loving you. Because it feels like this person's turned away. I feel like they were led away. They were led away on purpose. And therein it learns the lesson for you that sometimes the people you love don't always stay. And no matter how much you try to appease them or make them feel like they can be a part of your life, try and heal them, give them all you got, you feel alone and confused. And you're tired of that. It's like, you know what, I deserve better. I'm a Capricorn. I deserve better. I want to be successful. I am abundant. I know where to go. I'm raising my vibration, and I'm moving slowly and steadily through my emotional space and processing this. But you're still holding on to the pain because it's hard to let that go because of how deep it was for you with this person. Now, this person's sort of coming out squeaky clean, which doesn't make sense because I know there was some pain there. So I just want to see the psyche of your person, how they think about you, how do they think about you, and how they process their thoughts when it comes to you. Capricorn, how does this person think about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter? Just have a look at their psyche. How does this person think about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, the Ra. Ooh, everyone's getting the Ra. What is up with the Ra? This is the blue balls. A whole lot of potential, but if it left unfocused, this is a hot potato. How they think about you, yeah. Too hot to handle. They weren't ready. Sorry. They weren't ready, guys. Mentally, they're not ready to understand. So you came out here with the energy of 7, no acknowledging that this person might have been a divine connection. This person feels connected to you, but the way they think is there is no focus or drive when it comes to the love space with you. You know, it's like a whole lot of nothing, you know, like not a whole lot of nothing, but a whole lot of stuff that it's like all the potential in the world, but no dice, you know. This person hops around a lot. You know, that's the thing about the raw, it's jumpy, it jumps. It's like a hot potato, you know, and it just goes from hands to hand to hand to hand. Because I need to see, what is the trauma? Yeah, they don't know where they're going. That, you know what I mean? They just it's almost like they just go with the wind. They go with the urges and whims, but they don't go forward. They go back. There's something in the past. There's something about their past that it doesn't allow them to move forward. So they may have a hang up from a past relationship. I want to say that. Or some type of trauma that happened when they were younger, because it's like an initiate, you know, stepping out. The journeyman is about taking a leap of faith. Seeing there's the moon. See, as he keeps it to his back. This person does not do well with emotional space. They don't trust and believe in a lot of things, you know, that because I feel like they were always led astray or led to negative space. You know, they're drawn to that way of life. Yeah. So let's see your psyche. Oh, okay. Oh, let's see your psyche and see how you think about this person now. How does Capricorn think about the person coming towards them in love? What is the psyche of Capricorn, please? What isn't the psyche? What aren't you thinking about? Oh, okay. See, interestingly enough, see what she's holding? The moon. I look back, but I move forward. Yeah, you've turned, yeah. You've really, like when it comes to how you think about this person, you care about this person, but you're like, no, I'm not taking any shit from you. You know, this is my, kiss my butt card because I know this is a butt, but it's just that little flower there. I don't know if you can see it, if it's focusing. Anyway, there's a flower right there on her butt, and it's like, kiss my butt, kiss my butt. Because you realize, you see it for what it is now. And the thing is, you're a nurturing, loving, healing type of person. You're a mother. This person's not supportive of mothers because this person has some dysfunction with a mother or mother-like figure, or the mother of their children has sort of tuned them. I feel like this person tries to be good, but it's almost like they fight their own nature. A lot of us do that, I guess, sometimes. But when it comes to you, Capricorn, you're actually healthy in your thoughts. I know it sounds, but a mother's caring and emotional. And also the bright mother, it's almost like the moon, here. You really love this person. You know you do. But they don't deserve it. They just literally don't deserve it because they're not fixing them. They're not. They'd rather start new than look at this. You know what I mean? They'll rather you're like, look at it, look at it, look at it, and this person's like, no, I can't look at it, and it's there's the disconnect. But you've learned a lot about yourself in comparison to this person. Well, in knowing this person, you've learned a lot about yourself. So let's see the emotional space here, Capricorn. Let's see how this person feels about you, because sometimes what you think and feel is expressed very differently. Because sometimes you cannot deny your own feelings. You can sort of turn your mind away from it, but your heart, you see, okay. Yeah, the bee. Honey bee. You're a real honey. It's like honey. Honey. Okay. How do you feel about them, Capricorn? How do you feel about them? Okay, I feel like how you're thinking and how you're feeling is the same. Yeah. Okay, you got the camel. You're definitely turned away. See, you look at both your mind and your heart have turned away. And look, it's almost. I'm just gonna say this. Here's the mum. She's turned away, right? And there's the moon, crescent moon, right? And here, not looking towards the bees, looking at you, but you're looking away. And the thing is, you can endure. You can actually endure this. You can, yeah. You've come into the knowledge that you can endure moving away from this person. It's not so hard. It's been it's just indicative of a pilgrimage. It's been a long journey with this person. And the thing is, they think you're this person, that I feel like they're a charmer, like there's someone that'll say honey and babe and, like, I keep hearing that sweet like chocolate, that song. It's like they like to keep it light and simple. And they like to taste the sweetness of your love. They like it's almost like the nectar of the gods. They do hold you in high regard. The bee is high vibrational. The bee brings life. They do see you as someone that's active in love. So much potential. There was a lot of potential here, but no movement towards you. And same as with you, acknowledging the love for this person, but just turning the other cheek, literally. And it's almost like this blessed here. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like it brings truth, but it also brings pain, because sometimes the truth hurts. But it's a realization of something between you and this person that I think Capricorn now knows that it wasn't their fault when it came to this person. I invested time in you. I gave you everything I had, and I got nothing. I got nothing to show for it. And this person holds on to the good memories, but they're still drifting, They're still drifting. they see you as a high vibrational person. Like they know that you're pretty positive. Okay, so let's see the past, present, and future here with the tarot. I just want to give this a good shuffle. Sorry, guys, some of these cards, they just sort of lure me in. I just want to stare at them. So I feel like with that honeybee, this person really liked you. They really liked you. Like they loved. I don't know what you would perceive as love with this person. It's almost like I can't love you, but I'd like you enough to care. You know, it's like that. But I can't love you because I don't know what love is. I've never fully been in the expression of love. Like this person's, they've seen a lot of potential. They've moved around and met a lot of different people, experienced different love, but they've never truly had real love. And so never showed you real love. They showed you what you wanted until you realized how bad it was. You know what I mean? Like it's like the realization that this person was shiny, but not shiny, not real gold, or they weren't the gold. They were fool's gold. You know, in kind of just it didn't work for you because you need something solid. You want to be a successful person. Okay, so let's see the past, please. The past for this reading. The past situation of these two in this reading, please. Capricorn and the one coming towards them in love. Okay. Oh, Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. I'm just going to keep that. Okay. Yeah, see. All right. Definitely a sense of waiting and feeling. Okay. I need the present, please. Oh, page of cards. And the. Okay. And the future. Okay. All right. Okay. Capricorn. In the past, it's weird because you've got two. In the past, you met this person, they were promiscuous. They were already using the Queen of Wands. I don't really like calling her promiscuous, because I don't want to put that idea in your mind, but it was just somebody that wasn't settled. They weren't settled in themselves. They didn't, like the Queen of Wands, she stands alone from her king because she's allowed to govern herself. She's not bound, okay? And the thing is, upright, she uses her feminine energy to attract. She uses the law of attraction. But see, this person was low vibrational. And then you come in and you're an independent person. You're an independent woman. You've got a lot going for you. But there's a sense of waiting. You're waiting for the one to come in. But the one that comes in is a Queen of Wands in reverse. So sort of someone that looks good, someone that's highly sexual, but just doesn't have the grounding of the Queen. It's more like, a fake queen or a queen that doesn't lead with her mind. Someone that's bound by beautiful things, but not by that mind space and grounding. Like they just floating, drifting. So you were pretty solid here with this nine of. You may be dealing with a fire sign, by the way. What have we got here? We've got, water sign, so you might be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini. It's pretty much everyone. This, if I'm looking at the King and Queen, you got the King and Queen of Wands in here. So I feel like this is definitely about a passion. I'm going to be honest. It's interesting. Because here you have, Capricorn, the past, where you were waiting for this person to settle down. You wanted this person to settle down, and they didn't. They didn't want to. They didn't know how to. They don't know how to. And in the present, it's like You're not revealing your emotions. You're not feeling connected. In fact, you're very defensive. And even though there might be communication with you and this person, not really the greatest communication. So I know this person wants to come towards you. This person really wants to come towards you, Capricorn. But you're like, no. It's weird. It's your energy says no. You don't deserve me. You don't. It's like you didn't love me when I wanted to love you. And I realize now that I gave so much to you and that I ended up with nothing. I just feel like you just feel like it was a waste of time. And you're not honest with how you feel about towards this person. Like you don't share your emotions with this person. This person might be actually really coming at you or communicating with you or sending you a lot of their energy. Yeah, I feel like they could be sending, in this time you may be really feeling their energy, which is the Knight of Swords, really rushing in, this rushing, swift action or swift energy or thoughts coming in. They don't actually belong to you because it's not yours. Here with the Page of Cups reversed, it's not yours. It's not sincere. So that's how you see them, as not being sincere to you as a person. Okay? And then here you have the King of Wands in the future. You have the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I feel like this person went from being the Queen of Wands in reverse to actually becoming steady. I feel like they are. And looking at you and feeling that passion for you and wanting an opportunity to speak. And you're over here going, looking for love in all the other places that you're not. You know, I'm going to go take my love somewhere else. I'm not here to stay. You know, you're not offering your cup of love to this king. In fact, you're offering it elsewhere. You may have found someone else. You may have your eye on someone else. You may be disconnecting with someone else that's sort of taking your mind away from this person. I think you still feel emotionally connected to them, but they are looking at you, Capricorn. If you ever thought that they stopped caring about you, they haven't. They still think you're a honey. And it's weird that the honeybee, they know that you're productive. They know you're high vibrational. It's almost like when they met you, they knew they couldn't compete. This person may be highly competitive. They couldn't keep up with you. You're a busy bee. It's like status. They felt like they weren't good enough because they came in with issues. But there's something about them that's changed, and they're starting to become more of who they should be. And this King of Wands is the good king. He's a good king. Upright. He's an opportunistic king, but this person has that tendency, this jump from opportunity to opportunity, but now he's sort of in a space of less promiscuous and more about drive and passion. Maybe creative. Before destructive, but now creative or passionate. Or even spiritual. Some type of acknowledgement or epiphany in the future. But it may be too late, because I feel like Capricorn's letting go and sort of realizing that love doesn't live here anymore for you. But for you, Capricorn, that's a lot of strength to disconnect from someone you feel so deeply for, so much emotion for. They kind of don't deserve you. Even if they do make the change, it's up to you. I wouldn't judge you. This person, they seem really nice, but they seem complicated, which you don't really need that unless they get better. They won't look at their past. They won't acknowledge their emotions. Do you really want that? I know Capricorn finds it hard already to acknowledge their emotions and deal with their own stuff, let alone having to deal with the energy of someone that has no foundation or boundaries. Create healthy boundaries from this person. Sometimes withdrawing makes people see what you truly mean to them. Yeah. All right. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave that right there. Hopefully you resonated with this. It's a little bit long. Sorry about that. But it is an interesting reading, Capricorn. I feel I've left it open-ended because I feel like I'm not putting a definite on the future, because Nothing's set in stone. You are the writer of your own story. It's just saying there that, there's potential, but then you still have, you still have love to offer somewhere else if this is not where you want to be. You'll resonate with it differently. Each one of us will, because we all perceive it differently. But I hope it resonates with you and gives you some type of insight and or healing to your current situation or any confirmations you may need. Okay, Capricorn? So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and be safe. So bye. Bye, guys.